Hello Vavers, you're watching YouTube channel Daily USA News Alert. Breaking. It is time, Trump gives anti-Israel crowd a rude awakening. President Donald Trump made a bold move on Thursday when he called for the United States to recognize Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights, which is a 700-square-mile northern plateau that Israel captured from Syria in the Six-Day War in 1967. After 52 years, it is time for the United States to fully recognize Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights, which is of critical strategic and security importance to the state of Israel and regional stability, Trump wrote on Twitter. His message was met with much joy and appreciation by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who called the news a miracle of Purim, which is the holiday that marks the Jewish victory over a Persian tyrant. Netanyahu called Trump's announcement of equal historical importance to his recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital, which he did early in his presidency, and the withdrawal of the nuclear deal with Iran. At a time when Iran seeks to use Syria as a platform to destroy Israel, President Trump boldly recognizes Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. "Thank you, President Trump," Netanyahu tweeted. According to the New York Post, Netanyahu spoke to Trump by phone and thanked him for his decision, telling him, "You made history." The message that President Trump has given the world is that America stands by Israel, Netanyahu said during a press conference with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo after a visit to the Western Wall in Jerusalem. This news came on the heels of a meeting between Netanyahu and United States Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, during which Netanyahu said, "Last week we uncovered efforts by Hezbollah, Iran's proxy, to build up a terror network on the Golan Heights, and you can all imagine what would happen if we were not in the Golan. I think it is time for the international community to recognize Israel's stay on the Golan, the fact that the Golan will always remain part of the state of Israel," he continued, according to the Jerusalem Post. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister thanked Pompeo along with the Trump administration for their stance with Israel against Iran. "You could imagine what would have happened if Israel were not in the Golan," he said. "You would have Iran on the shores of the Sea of Galilee,